Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel if you're already subscribed, and if you're not, what are you doing? Why haven't you? I'm just kidding. I hope you do subscribe and enjoy the content that I have for you today. I'm taking you on another family hike. I have two toddler boys, which I always have to keep in mind when we're picking out a hike to do, and we're not the best hikers either, so we can't be getting something super strenuous, challenging. Anyways, this trail is located in Cowell Redwoods State Park, and it's next to the San Lorenzo River. And the trail starts at a small dirt parking lot and follows down the mountain to the river connecting with the pipeline trail. In total, it's about 3.9 miles out and back, and about, on average, I guess 2 hours to complete for anybody just trying to do the whole thing. Now, from the beginning of the trail to the river, which you'll be seeing, is about a half a mile, and that's what we ended up doing. And we headed back to the cars, so roughly a mile total. Now, this is what was manageable for my toddler boys, so if you're, seeing this and wanting to take your toddlers on the trail, this is a good one to do. Just, heading to the river, playing there a little bit, and heading back is actually family friendly. Keep in mind that this trail changes elevation and can be slippery at times. As you saw on the sign earlier, there's no dogs allowed on this trail, but mountain bikers, horseback riding is allowed. The trail is mostly shaded, so it felt really nice. The temperature was cool. Very pleasant weather for hiking, so that is also a plus when it comes to hiking with kids, making sure they're not sweaty, hot, annoyed. It's not what happened today. It's very pleasant, cool weather in the 70s here in October, Santa Cruz Mountains. From the parking lot, the trail was downhill, so it was pretty easy for the boys to keep up, and them stopping every 5 seconds like they usually do and trying to pick up sticks and anything dangerous they can find. That's what they do. But this was a cute shot here because they were having fun being independent and not having their hand held for a moment. Look at my fat dude. Trekking along. He's getting stronger. He's getting stronger now. The redwood trees are something else. They are just so tall, and the patterns that we were able to see on them, it's a lot of fun. Boys saw some sketches here. I guess some people leaving their initials, but of course, sticks are always fun. Look at them. Always finding sticks. And here it looks like he was trying to start a fire. Oh my god. The California State Park police didn't see this. And I don't know who he was talking to here, because nobody's climbing a tree. But, yeah. Maybe just some forest spirit or something, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, back to the trail. Here we go. We ran into a sign, obviously, next to the river that said that there's no lifeguard, so don't try anything stupid. And that includes no drinking alcohol. That would help in not doing anything stupid. And Chris failed to see this sign when he started to try to make a fire earlier on, I guess. Well, here's Carlos telling him, don't start a fire, boo. And here's Mr. Devious himself, poking the camera. What up? Alright. Get back to it. Move those feet. So we're finally able to see some of the river. And then soon enough, we'll be taking a break and parking alongside it. Here we go again. This guy is evil. Oh my goodness. Children. Anyways, he's taking a break here. Having his apple juice. Here's Chris trying to convince us to let him jump into the river. And Carlos coming right behind him. Trying to hold his balance with his hand. So cute. But look how... it's really nice. It's peaceful here. And I don't know if you could tell, but there wasn't that many people on this trail, which was really cool. It's very peaceful. And quiet before we got there, of course, because you know my toddler boys are not quiet and peaceful. And you know we cannot forget the snacks. Like, forget hiking if we can't bring the snacks. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we had brought a little bit of Scooby-Doos and some goldfish, and that did the trick to keep the boys moving along the trail. And at this point, we heard the river pretty close by, so we decided to trail off again. And we found a little puddle area of the river where the boys could splash around. And my husband actually found something in the river. Dun dun dun! Stay tuned to see what it was. Boys obviously were throwing rocks, and Chris always tends to find rocks bigger than his own body weight and throw them in. But my husband thought he saw something moving, and of course had to go look for himself. So he used his hat as a fishing net. And then all of a sudden he throws something, calls the boys over, and it was a shrimp. Not just any shrimp, that's like the mother of all shrimps. Like, whoa. Big one. Carlos was not having it. He was like, ew, get away. Chris was intrigued. Didn't want to touch it while it was on the floor, but he wanted to touch it as we were putting it back in the water. Here we're freeing Willie back into the water. And this was where we spent the rest of our time at before we headed back to the car. The boys had so much fun splashing in their puddle, as they like to call it. So definitely this hike was a success for the boys, because anything having to do with splashing in water is their thing. So if your kids are like mine, this is definitely a hike to do. Other than that, if you just like beautiful scenery, looking at the redwood trees, taking a look at the river, it's peaceful, it's quiet, nice cool weather, definitely recommend this hike. Oh, and I had to edit this scene like one too many times because Chris just kept throwing those rocks way too close to Carlo. But gotta love them. Stay tuned as we do more family-friendly hikes, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so and like this video so you can support my channel. God bless.